I swear I'm not torturing cats. It's the 3 babies got neutered today. These 2 are drugged up and sleeping. They just had their anti pain pills or drops or whatever, and they had dinner. And they're going to sleep. Frodo is not. Smeagol, sorry, Smeagol's not. He's crying a lot. I had to put him in the carrier because I can't. He's just wanting to go all over the place, and I'm struggling to. I'm gonna have to go check on him here in a second because he is going ape shit in the box, and I don't want him to hurt himself. But that's the problem with him being free too. He's gonna hurt himself. It's gonna be a fun stream today. What's up, boys? You might hear cats screaming in the background. I apologize.
No problem. What's up, Brimfell?
Give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. Okay. What time did you get to 70 last night, Nathan?
Right at about 1 o'clock in the morning.
Well, that was
Our
about
time.
2 hours. That's kind of what I estimated. It's not too bad.
Yep. Yeah. Crinkled and was his name Grolar? Is that the name
Uh-huh.
of the? Yeah, they stayed and helped me through the questing and helped me kill mobs faster. And we hit it right at about 1 o'clock.
It's not too bad.
If it's not complex, you're not trying hard enough.
Bring mine live.
Okay.
Almost loaded in the game.
So I was watching Redbeard playing our favorite tabletop game earlier.
Okay.
He kept
What?
having to drop the settings down over and over.
Our talk to tables. He's
Yeah,
playing it
talk to
today.
table. He was. I think he might still be, but he was struggle busting in the beginning. He kept having to drop the settings down over and over. And there was no one around. So I asked him, and he didn't know, but I asked him how many people were playing because I didn't see anybody playing today. And it's peak Saturday on a free
Yeah.
open beta weekend.
I may stream it tonight.
And I'd
Try
be
to get you
interested to
Camelot.
see. Um, yeah, I'd be interested to know.
Yeah. I think I really will. Just see what's up.
They had about, I think there was about 8 people streaming last night after the servers opened, and it looked like they might have had about 80 to 100 people online, which I think is probably the best I've ever seen. But it was
Yeah.
also, first, big
Yep.
open weekend. But I
Yeah.
was actually really shocked that that didn't appear to be anyone playing on a Saturday afternoon. Um, is this a holiday weekend? I don't know if people are out of town or not.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Not that I'm aware of. What's going on, chat? Oh, whoops! I didn't hit the right button.
It's all good. Your chat's my chat.
The same. All right. Let's see. Is that the right guy? Yep. Got some new gear last time. I didn't recognize him. Here we are. Any idea where we're gonna go? What we want to do today? I don't know. Is it just us three?
I don't know. Vendini might be out of town because he's missing EQ1 as well because he's not there for P99.
Oh, right.
Where did you go? I just saw you a second ago.
I just ran in here. I'm gonna sell some stuff real quick.
Okay, I'll wait out front by the sword. We could just go back to. I mean, it depends on how many people there are. If it's just the 3 of us, I mean, I suppose we could go back to. I've got more quests in Varsoons. I think those are the only quests I have, to be honest with you. I haven't really picked up any quests. What the hell is the quest button here? J.
J.
Yeah, I'm playing too much Warcraft.
Trying to hit that L. Press that L button.
Yeah, I was L, not working.
Some of the buttons are pretty universal though. Might be enough for today. Make a trip specifically for my.
Your horse is very ethereal for some reason.
Mine?
Yeah, is that like a pally
Oh,
horse?
no, it's a regular. The one we got the other day. It must be glitching. I see another ethereal person here. Baffs looks ethereal to me.
What does
You
mine
wanna?
look? Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say you want to shoot me an invite?
Yeah. Yours looks normal, Renfo.
Yeah, it does. And yours looked normal now, but when I was far away, it totally looked translucent.
Hmm.
Like right now, if it looks solid now. Back up a little bit. Oh, there it went. Now you're translucent. So when you're
Oh,
under
how
the
weird.
shadows, for some odd reason, when you're under the shadows of those trees, you're translucent. Or here, let's see if it is with mine. Watch what happens when I go under
Yeah,
the
yeah, that's what I was
shadows.
gonna say. Let's see if yours does it.
Modern magic, anything is possible.
Yeah, it does, kind of.
And
Weird. It's a glitch.
I'll tell you what, as soon as I do that, as soon as I move into the shadows, I'm getting major graphic lag.
Hmm.
There is definitely
It's
something
broke.
going on with their client.
Wasn't like that last time we played.
No. What settings are you on, by the way?
I'm on everything max.
I think I'm on ultra too. I wonder if I drop it down. I'm on
Mine
extreme.
doesn't lag when I go in it though. But I'm
Mine-
on a freaking 3060, so.
Yeah, I'm on a
Why?
1080. I'm gonna drop it down to very high quality and see if it still does it. Run back into the shadows for a second. It still does it. That's weird.
Hmm.
No
I think
graph,
it's something.
no graphic
new
lag
bug.
this time though. That's interesting. Huh.
Alright, so what dungeons could we do? Just go in and just
I mean, we could just keep working on Varsoons.
Varsoon?
Yeah,
Alright.
we've got quests in there.
Oh, all the public transportation and stuff is in now.
Ah, okay.
Didn't Desert of Flames launch too over the last week since we haven't played?
It did. That's why I'm 60.
Nice.
Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. There's also that, Nathan. If you wanted to go explore that, we could just skip a dungeon and go to Desert of Flames
Yeah,
if you've never
I'm
seen
down.
that before.
Yeah, I'm getting a little tired of Varsoon.
How the hell do we get there? That's the thing I gotta
The
remember.
bell?
No, there's a
Uh,
way, like the official way. Like, hey, this is
Oh,
the new
okay.
expansion.
Ah. You know Xenix?
Normally, you just go to the harbor and click on the carpet, and it will teleport you there.
Is there not a quest line that introduces it though?
I didn't see one.
Hmm. Let me look that up real quick, Nathan, because if there's a quest line, I'd like to do that real quick.
I want to say
Desert-
though you had the lowest quest is right around 45 though. I'm not positive.
Oh,
We're not high enough level to do it
we
yet.
might not be high enough level.
Was there a new dungeon we could do that is in the 30 range? It's gotta be.
Yeah. Let me look it up real quick. There's a few we could do. EQ2 dungeons. What level are we? Are like 30-ish, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
30. I'm 36.
Is the Cauldron Hollow in
You're
this zone?
35.
That's a raid though, isn't it? Cauldron Hollow, solo group. No. Oh, you know what? What was the name of that?
Runny Eye.
Ooh, Runny. I've never seen it in this game, I don't think.
Yeah, we could totally do Runny Eye. All right, that's a great call. I was gonna look up the Vampire Adventure Pack, but I couldn't remember the name of it. But Runny Eye sounds really good. I like Runny Eye.
Nicola's Castle.
No,
Runny Eye.
no, but in the zone there was an adventure pack they released after the base game came out, which was like all about these vampires that lived in these caverns. And there's a quest chain that you can do. I just can't remember what it's called. The Divinian Throne. That's what it's called. And that's 30 to No, hang on. That's not what it is either. That's crush bone. I don't know. Who knows? My memory's shot.
There's a bell that's closer over here.
Okay.
I forgot about it.
I don't know if I knew about this one. Oh, yeah, there is this one.
Actually, stay right here.
Okay.
Actually, we got a warden. We need to go to Enchanted Lands.
Mm-hmm. Maybe just go to Antonica, and then we'll check the one from Antonica.
Well, you can port us there.
Oh, fuck. I forgot I'm a druid. I clicked the Antonica bill.
Okay, we're coming out.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. I'm a little out of it, guys, with all the cat stuff today.
Yeah. Lots of MMOs too. I mean, It's
Yeah,
really jumped
that,
into
but
my
most of the cat stuff I can't. I haven't had any sleep, and they're all passed out and drugged up right now. All right. Druid rings. Enchanted lands.
it just opens up a thing. There we go. I see. I like that druid circle. Cool looking.
Here, let me do this before I forget. Mentor down to your level.
Very cool looking here, though.
One thing about EQ2, they took multiple zones and combined them into one zone.
Yeah.
And then we're just going to take this over to Goblin Pass Station.
Well met.
I will say, whoever designed the routes for these, yeah, they kind of take you all over when you go into one place.
See it all, at least.
True.
Which is cool the first 5 times.
The Bloodline Chronicles. That's what I was thinking of. Oh, wow. It was way higher than I thought. It's for 50 to 55.
I like those Void Watchers. Oh, that is cool. That's a cool mob.
Yeah, they have a huge aggro range though.
Well, something's going on because I've been playing on Ultra for years, and all of a sudden I'm getting all sorts of lag.
Huh.
Just gonna drop it down to balanced for the day and see if that works.
I love their death animation. Very good.
We'll get that heroic mob when you drop down. Never mind, or already.
Been quite a while since I've been in here.
I think there's a starter quest or two that we could do in here once we zone in. I think.
Yeah, there should be a couple here to start.
All right, I need 2 seconds before we. Let me just stick follow on Nathan here. I need to double check with Chris that everything's okay with the other kitten.
Nice. See if I can turn up my brightness a little bit just so the stream can see better.
All right, I'm back.
I'm gonna fix my brightness real quick for the stream. I'm find where that's at. See if I can turn up my brightness a Oh, maybe it doesn't have a way to bring it up. Yeah. Really dark in here. fireworm. What was that?
I don't remember where the quests are in here. I think they're,
I think there's one up a bit somewhere.
yeah, I think they're in the next room.
Okay.
Yeah, look up the tunnel a bit. I think there's like a janitor or something, as I recall.
Sorry?
Yeah,
Yep.
give me 2 seconds here. Alright, there you go. He just went walking by. I didn't see a quest icon, though. That's weird. Oh, I do see a quest icon now, though, up there to the right, and then back in a little cubby.
I don't know if that one you have to be another higher level. I know this is mid 30s though.
Right here to the right.
Yeah.
Just when it was starting to sound dumb.
Ooh, I like that effect. Cave in, that looked good.
Will be mine. Snorgle roots and roots. If you Snorgle's friend, then Snorgle help you.
There's a quest.
Yeah. Good.
More
Oh,
work
I
for
can't
Snorgle.
speak Goblin. That's why I can't get his quest.
We have to be able to speak Goblin to get
Uh-huh.
his
Hail him, and he just
Oh,
speaks
yeah, I
gibberish.
Can't get him, yeah. Interesting.
I don't know if I can. It's probably gonna say you guys don't understand the language. Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
no,
That's
don't
what I'm sure.
understand Goblish.
All right.
Kind of cool.
So we just need to kill enough of them so you do.
Just when it was starting to sound dumb. Vengeance will be mine.
There's the start. No, that's sport. Never mind. There's one piece. Don't forget to examine those.
Who won there? I didn't see. Anybody see?
Uh,
Check my inventory.
Ren got the ear.
Okay. A bridge.
You put out a Pantheon update, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah. Regarding the human model and the class updates, cleric and enchanter and rogue.
I have to watch it. What was your overall impression, though?
I mean, I think it's good news because the rigging for all the various animations, getting the skeleton model set up and everything for the code to talk to the other races as they're developing them, plus a basic template that they can use to go off of for the other races. Plus, we're finally getting to see what this team's art direction actually looks like as far as models go. Kind of didn't before, everything was kind of generic. And the class updates, I felt like them being able to speak to one another, like as in the kind of like how the rogue being able to throw off a mob, and then that allows the enchanter to mess him for longer if he waits for that, which other classes will be able to do that as well. Just being able to see that like people will be working together to get things done better, cost less mana for others. I think all that kind of stuff is what's going to set Pantheon apart. Nobody does stuff like that anymore.
Oh, those scrappers hit kind of hard. And I'm just hoping they kick up the, start adding more PA sessions soon.
Yep. They announced the next one. Just soon. I don't know why they're being so secretive about the dates, though. Had somebody on my channel ask that, and it's a good question. I don't understand the point of that. Why not just announce it publicly? Wouldn't that help with pledges and excitement? I don't get it.
You would think maybe, I don't know, in case they have to push a date back, they don't really want to go public with it.
Maybe.
It's 100% that, in my opinion, because of the legal ramifications of announcing dates. Because the moment you announce something, you're under a legal obligation, and if you back out on that, you open yourself up to a potential lawsuit.
A lawsuit on a pre-alpha date?
Dude,
That's
look
pending?
at Chronicles of Illyria. There are crazy people out there that are happy to drop stuff to the state attorney general for, not that Chronicles of Illyria obviously did some super
That
sketchy
was
shit,
really sketchy. That
but
was date back.
I don't know if you
But
remember.
still, I see what you're saying.
There was the individual who was previously on, who was on the LFM show when I first got there. I don't remember his name
Uh-huh.
now. The other guy who liked a paladin or whatever.
Oh, the guy that hated paladins. Is that who you're talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah, yeah. And
Yeah,
he full
Lex.
on, like, yeah, he full on was ready to go drop a class action lawsuit against them because they didn't get him into one of the alpha sessions.
And they did.
and they said, well,
He
that's
just didn't accept the email.
right, and that's the thing. There are people out there like that who are more
Yeah.
than happy to take stuff to the state attorney general and freak out over missed dates and things of that
Yep.
nature. So it's, for their perspective, it's going to be better off just to keep their mouths shut and not say anything in the public.
That's sad, isn't it? That's
It
really
is,
sad.
yeah.
Yeah, you're right. That's a good example, actually. I like that guy. I was friends with him all the way up until he started going ballistic over stuff and telling lies. That's what made me mad. Because I believed him, and I went straight to people I knew at VR and was like, hey, this guy kind of got screwed. They're like, no, he didn't. Here's the receipt. I was like, oh, well, he's a liar then.
Click on this bin right here.
Click on what?
This,
Oh, okay.
and it should give you a quest.
Dig through the coal. Run the eye miners. Goblins continue doing so we only get stronger. Huh. I will slay them. Always down for slaying some goblins. There's a room over here with them too. Now, do those territory markers, that's something we need to keep collecting?
Yes, those are for the language.
Okay.
You need 7.
Named in here.
Nice. Ooh, he's a hoarder too.
May want to pull the left.
Oh. Marty
That
did
worked.
it.
Oh, we're good.
How much, Mujin? I'm super, super tired. Not a lot of sleep and dealing with kittens who got neutered this morning and having to keep an eye on them and make sure that they recover okay and dealing with the anesthesia after effects.
Alright, what did he drop? Chilling claws for Beast Lord. Gathering gloves?
I'm just being stupid. I put a hat and my glasses on just to be stupid.
Kind of funny, all the Beast Lord stuff that drops, and you can't even play a Beast Lord here yet.
Yeah. They didn't take their loot table out.
As Lore and Legends, LNL, somebody.
Is it quest over there or is that turn in?
It's a quest. Yeah, the one ability, the Shattered Earth I just did that you like, it scales with the size of the NPC.
Yeah, so if it's a really big one, it'll be gargantuan.
Yep.
I remember some of those. I think that's it for this room besides those mobs, huh?
Come back here, where you can pick up the quest, and click on the corpse behind the quest.
Oh. Little note.
And then you examine the note.
Additional exits to this dungeon. Evil eyes using these exits, but yourself's unable to unlock their usefulness. Interesting.
There's a crate or a chest behind those minotaurs right there, Nathan. I think it's for
Yeah.
a quest later, though. No, not that one. Behind
Yeah.
over here, there's a chest.
Oh,
But I think we have to get a key
You wanna-
for it. I don't remember.
let's kill these guys and find out.
For another
Yeah.
quest.
Yeah. Okay. There was another path over here.
No mim pachunchki. Tu Obama también.
Ooh, is that named? Yes, it is. I'm gonna pull these back a bit. Oh, he got us.
Well, that was exciting.
Yeah.
Well, at least 2 lore and legend drops out of that group. If you go this way and to the right, there's a name, could be a named, and this way to the left could also go to a name.
All right. This guy's wandering, so I'm gonna grab him. They both seen us. Okay, let's go straight at first.
Hey,
7.
congrats.
Congrats.
Looks like this is probably gonna be a big pull. Grab this guy first. Forsaken. Good models on these guys, man. They look good.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Oh, that's a nice plate for you.
Where the heck it went? Oh, how cool is that?
Oh, you guys went the other way.
Yeah,
There's
I just
a
had to,
quest
we were just
update
looking at this.
right in here on the floor. That puddle is for the Secrets of Runny Eye.
Oh, nice.
Just don't
Your
think about
hand
it. Just
in.
do it.
Yeah, I've stuck my hand in worse places.
uh, so I don't know if you can see, Ross, behind me, these two right here. I have two of them in here. Chris has the third out. They're out. They came home. It was really quick because they're doing a campaign right now. So it was literally Chris went in, 20 minutes they were done with all three, brought them home. They were completely passed out. About noon, they started waking up from the anesthesia, but they were really just out of it. And we fed them their lunch, a little bit of tuna and some pain medicine at like 1:30, and then they went to sleep. And well, these two
Alright,
went to sleep. The
that's
third
it
was
for here,
being
huh?
Smeagol's being really
Go that other way.
meowy and crying and needy and stressed, and so Chris has him out, and then I have Luke and Leia are in here taking naps with these two. So I have these two. So yeah, we have none of us have slept. It's been a long day. I'm exhausted right now. I'm like barely able to keep my eyes open. But I mean, we'll see. You know, it's never a fun. It's always somewhat traumatic, but at the very least, neutering them is a lot less traumatic than it is when you spay the females, because we're gonna be spaying the two females at the end of October, and it's always a stressful 3 to 5 days when they're getting over it.
EverQuest mobs.
Oh, you got the named. Well, never mind. I thought it was.
Yeah, you can probably see the pink and blue. They've got the neck guards on right now. Hopefully they should be back to normal. I mean, when we spayed and neutered Leia and Luke was up and going in like 3 days. He was fine.
Lot. Trying to get them off of your info.
I think right now they're just so drugged they don't know really, because they were already
One thing I wish DQ2 had that
being
EQ has
little
is he could
lovey-dovey once
set
they were
Luke to
coming
like
out of it.
always greed, always pass, etc., etc.
Yeah, without doing the EQ1 advanced loot a more intuitive way. I'd like to mention. Not a fan of that advanced loot system. in
Nice
EQ1.
sticks.
We've also got a named back behind us.
Okay.
Back over in here.
Rock. The albino minotaur.
Then we have the butcher.
Looks like he's gonna be fun.
Yeah, he's gonna bring a few friends.
Whoa! Coming back up. Oh, I'm not gonna get you in time.
I stunned him.
All right, this is a long cast.
Oh, this is gonna hurt me though.
I'm down now.
I'm popping my heal. Group heal.
I'm up. On my hill.
Hold tight.
Grab him back.
Oh, I didn't get you in time.
Got a mana. If I have mana, I'll be alright. Oh, butt kicking. Never hurt nobody.
I always find it strange though how they res outside though.
Yeah, it's different. All right, give me 2 seconds while we're shaking off res sickness. I need to check with Chris, make sure the other kitten is
Okay.
doing all right.
Find my stuff.
So we have two options. We can kill back down, or I can invis, run down since we cleared that room, and call a hero. You guys down to it.
Yeah, up to you, man.
I'll invis, run down. That way you can pick back up where we left off.
Okay. Are we just gonna run these guys off?
No. Nope. Go back. I was going to call a hero you guys down. I was going to invis.
Oh,
them
you're
in
gonna
there.
call us down. My bad. My bad. I'll go back. I got killed. Alright, I'm just gonna wait at the entrance.
Alright.
While I'm here, I'm gonna go through my abilities, because I probably don't even have half my stuff out. Too many MMOs. How the heck do you even do it in this game? Nope. There it is.
Okay, never mind. Of course, they put a C invis guy right in the way.
Did you feign death? Were you able to feign death, or did you croak too? I think.
We all died.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna viz down and call a hero you guys down, but they put C invis guys in the way.
Oh.
So, alright, we'll just have to fight back down.
Alright, we're gonna have to run down.
Yep.
Dreamfell with us.
Yeah, I'm ahead of you guys.
Okay.
Yep, that guy right there sees to invis. Oh, is the Wrath of the Lich King next week or week after?
Week after. Right? Actually, it's on the 20... Is it the 26th?
What's up? Sorry, I was off.
Wrath launched on 26th.
Yes,
Is that right?
26th.
So technically, towards the beginning of next week. Tuesday, Wednesday?
Yep.
I forget.
Monday's when it launches next week.
Oh, nice. Not this coming Monday, the Monday after.
No, this, yeah, not this coming Monday, the next Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get plenty of sleep before then, because I'm gonna do an all-nighter the night of, and then we'll do another all-nighter Thursday night. Yeah? Right on.
Yep. I'll do an all-nighter with you as long as the game's up and running.
Yeah, as long as we can get in. I need to try to do some, I need to try to do a marathon stream for some super chats and stuff. So. And it's rad. Like
Feel that.
I've never done it before, so I'll be able to,
Yeah.
you know, being able to be there and being in the initial rush, and it should be fun. Well, I'll coordinate with you then, Nathan, because we'll want to coordinate with Maduros and like we're gonna do the Warrior Tundra Zone, so that we save the fjords for our static group.
Okay.
Styx is saying he's pulling an all-nighter as well.
Who else is pulling an all-nighter, you said?
I think Styx just said he's gonna pull an
Nice.
all-nighter as well that first night. Awesome, man. Good to know. Well, we'll have to ping you. I think the plan is, assuming we can all get online, yeah. Assuming we can all get online together, that is the plan.
Yeah.
Honestly, you know, there wasn't really any queues for the pre-patch on our server. I would be surprised. If there are queues, they probably won't be very long on our server.
And they'll probably be, because even with, we've got a popular server, but it's not overly popular. You never know with Wrath, it could be, you know what I mean, it could get, you know, it's hard to say, but I know when Burning Crusade launched, there was queues, but they were, you know, 10 to 30 minutes max.
Yeah, that's not
From
bad.
what I remember. Right. So you would just, you know, load it up a
Make your
little earlier
sandwich.
than you wanted to play. Yeah, and eat.
Sounds about like the queues I had with New World. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I only ever
Some
had
of
like
those
30
servers
minutes.
They're gonna have big queue
Oh, they're
times.
already
It's
having
happening
like
them.
just last week they're having 6-hour queues. I was like, you're
Yep.
gonna.
Isn't that wild?
It's gonna be ridiculous come launch day.
Are we going the right way?
Yeah,
we are.
there's yeah,
Going back.
there's only one way to go. For those of you here new here, welcome to the channel. Multi-stream with Nathan on Saturdays, as well as Warcraft on Thursday nights, P99 on Friday nights, other stuff beyond. If you want to support the channel, got a $50 stream goal. You can do super chats and stickers, as well as join as a member of the Adventurers Guild down there for $2.99 a month. If you'd like to support your favorite content creators, appreciate it. This will be the last stream of the day today, and then tomorrow we'll be back in the morning with some World of Warcraft Classic. followed by our 5th edition tabletop campaign tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Central over on the Weave and the Void Twitch channel.
How's your DK working out for you, Ren?
Maxed out and ready to go.
Nice.
I mean, at this point, I could, you know, always use more defense gear, but it's also not that big of a priority with Wrath a week away.
Yeah.
But it was awfully satisfactory to be able to run, you know, to be able to tank a couple of heroics not last night, but the night before.
Yeah, that's really cool. I hope I get to before we do it. I got a couple of upgrade pieces last night. But I'm
Honestly,
still
I think as
mostly
long
got
as we did
1490.
another group like we did last night, Nathan, where everyone's not rushing and we're just taking our time and we're doing like crowd control, you'll be fine. You just won't be able to. We won't be able to do AOE encounters because they will
Right,
like
right.
wreck you.
Yeah.
Because that's what happened to me. Like the first one I tried to do, we didn't have crowd control, and I just didn't have my high enough defense rating, and so I wiped on like every pull. But then once we did the next time, we did CC, and when it's only one mob at a time, it was like, oh, this is now we're playing like EverQuest style, and it's survivable.
Right. Or about the pacing then.
Yeah.
I'd say. My gear is pretty bad. You know, I don't only got a couple of pieces that are even level 70 and they're like green, you know.
Well, we're setting up, gearing up for raiding. It's gonna be good. Oh, speaking of which, I need to remember to send over the get that over to you and Maduros, the document and stuff ahead of Tuesday's guild meeting.
Oh yeah, perfect, yeah.
That way, if there's anything that you guys want to add to it.
Like that we're doing an old school style guild meeting where there's a place we're gonna meet up at.
Mm-hmm.
It matches the theme of the guild. So cool. Sorry, I didn't see much.
Crinkle is tanking in Frostspec and Heroic. Interesting. Well, as soon as they add the guild calendar functionality, we'll be using that in-game, because right now it's disabled.
Have you looked into the one being worked on by Riot Games?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be good for the genre. I don't think it'll be one that my community will get into, but you never know. You never know. But I just have a feeling it's gonna be very popular, but not necessarily the type of game. You know, like the old school flavor. I think it'll be super modern. It could be very innovative. That wouldn't surprise me.
I think my concern is that it's going to be way too heavily focused on PvP for me to be able to enjoy it.
Amen.
Um, I have zero problems with the modern functionality. It's the PvP stuff that drives me nuts. Now, if it's consensual PvP, like what New World did, then I'm gonna go ape shit all over it because
Sure.
the lore of that world, like the fact that Arcane won Emmys
Right,
for
dude.
like they are onto something with what they're building with that whole world across multiple genres and mediums.
Yeah.
Um, but I don't play MOBAs because it's PvP, and so that's what concerns me is that their bread and butter is player versus player.
Talking of building a really cool world and story, by the way, there's a franchise I've been playing the fourth one, which is definitely the best one in the series lately, and it's just really got me bothered about how like this is a franchise that just literally rots, even though it was super successful. And this company needs a big hit, to be honest. And that's Fantasy Star, man. Like, how could they just let that game? Like, I know they got the MMO, but dude, that is not the same. You know, like the Fantasy Star 1, 2, 3, 4 on the Genesis. Man, those were such good.
It's called Raid
freaking
Helper.
worlds and
Okay,
games
I'll
and
just take a peek
story,
at that,
and
Ross.
they just let it rot. It's crazy.
It's kind of like the Fable games. I feel like those got left to rot along the way
That's
too.
a good point. Wasn't there kind of a reason why though? Didn't the guy left?
Yes, and rights issues and so on and so
Yeah.
forth.
But they are making another one, right? I
Yep.
heard. Like a not like part.
It's like a reboot.
Well, how far did they get? They got to 3, right? They didn't do a 4, did they?
I think they only did 3.
Yeah, seems like going 3. But yeah, I don't think they're gonna call it Fallout. Or I mean, sorry, Fallout. Fable 4. It's gonna be just Fable, I think, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, that was a cool idea. It would have been cooler if they wouldn't have lied their asses off while they were developing it.
Peter Molyneux is kind of a douche, so yeah.
Yeah.
Been
it's
caught
one
lying
thing
a
when
few
you-
times.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so the guy that killed us is right here on the left, coming up in the room after this. So we've pretty much caught up.
Put those pants on. I just warned it's a pretty big upgrade. That might be what saves us.
Fresh pair of undies?
Yeah, fresh pair of undies. Done soiled them the last time we tried this. Soiled them so bad, it's not even repairable. Not even gonna try to wash them, just threw them straight in the garbage.
Alright, I'm gonna focus on his friends.
Yeah, let's burn the ads down. Yeah, I'm just gonna be full heals. I can't. I tried to do other stuff last time, and that's probably why we wiped because I wasn't entirely focused on heals. So
I'm gonna also activate my little clicky, which is pretty epic, at least for the first part of the battle.
all right, you're
Alright.
good to go.
I'm scared, but I'm gonna do it. Here we go.
All of his friends are dead.
As long as the mana holds up.
Oh, we're good.
Okay.
No, we're good. We're good.
Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Good job.
The one-handed for you.
What I've got's better if anybody else wants it.
No, I'm using two-hand.
Lore and Legend Minotaur. The Minotaur Hulk.
Be green.
You know what? We haven't done that, Rimfell. Break out my chats asking, did we ever take down the Fell Reaver? We did not do that. We should do that.
Yeah, I mean, we could
Five,
totally
six.
do that on Thursday night with the static group.
Yeah. It's iconic. We gotta do that. Whoa. They're named in here? Nope.
Um,
I need 2 seconds. Follow on
Alright.
Nathan.
Minotaur tooth. Somebody doesn't have it.
We need that for a quest.
Yeah, it's for your lore and legends.
The bucket. Oh, here's another quest in the spear bucket.
A bunch of minotaurs.
Sure, Rimfell gets it before we move on.
That'd have been nice to have earlier.
Yeah. Pops out here. Nope. This is shiny though.
I think Ren's still on follow.
Yeah, he is. I'm gonna wait for him to get back so I'll make sure he gets this quest. So you didn't see the update yet from Visionary Realms, Xenix?
It's part of it. I haven't
Okay.
watched the whole thing yet.
Yeah, I've been watching it. Somebody notified me in my chat for my video about it. I didn't realize there was a controversy going on, so I looked into it this morning. A lot of people really don't like the female model, the new one. And it didn't really occur to me, but I guess I kind of see what they mean. But I think what Visionary Realms is going for is like a hardy woman, right? Not like a petite feminine. You know what I mean? They're going for like, this is a warrior. You know what I mean?
I mean, I haven't heard about the controversy. Is it just they
They
think she's too
a little
burly?
too man. They think she's too manly. And I don't know. Like, once again, this is the base model, so they did announce there's gonna be customization, etc. Like some sliders. We don't really know, but it's gonna be more advanced than I think most of us thought it would be. Like you can make their legs thicker, etc. So I wasn't expecting that level. I was expecting the bodies to remain the same and a little bit of facial something. You know what I mean? I wasn't expecting you to be able to do different any kind of customization on the body because I just figured small teen, fitting armor is a pain in the butt. You know what I mean? All right, he's sort of back. Let's tell him in chat. He's probably just can't hear us.
No, I have a headset on. I just didn't want to interrupt.
Oh, okay. Yeah. There's a quest here we want you to pick up before we moved on. In the
Okay.
bucket.
I got kittens waking up, so I had to.
But yeah, apparently some people aren't happy. There's a little bit of a.
Well, that's also. I mean, like I said, it's a base, so it's gonna be easy tweaked. Would be my guess.
Yeah. I think they should stick to their guns at this point, though. You know what I mean? If it's not, if that's the way it looks, oh well. They'll get over it.
Some people aren't happy with what?
Well, they just think the female's a little too burly. And you know, anytime you show off customization, right? The very first topic, and we had this topic on Pantheon Plus, use the boob slider, right? So we had a big conversation about it, and I'm on the side. Look, I'm not saying that I never make a female character because I'm not a female and it doesn't feel right to me. But I'm on the side too that I've watched my wife make characters, right? And I paid close attention because I thought it was interesting. I've had girlfriends I've gotten to play MMOs. I watch them and I pay attention. I ask them questions. And from my point of view, with my limited, 5 or 6 females playing MMOs and asking questions, it appears to me that the women I knew like to make a pretty woman that somewhat resembled themselves in some way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which, that makes sense because I'm a dude, and what do? I try to make them look something like me, but also strong, right? I don't want them to have a beer gut like I do, etc., right? So, I get it. It makes sense. And my wife has big boobs, and she has lived her whole life with big boobs, basically, so she makes her character, she'll drag that boob slider all the way up, because that's, you know what I mean? Like, that's just what she does. And I have seen her in, like, Final Fantasy 14, where they don't have big boobs at all, and she was a little disappointed. So I'm on the side, like, I don't see the problem, as long as it's realistic looking, and it's not, makes everybody look like a hooker, I don't see the problem with it.
Well, it's also, you gotta leave that up to the player. That's
what I feel like. Well, then we had the developers come on Pantheon Plus U, and so they said, which is probably the best way you can approach this situation, they said that Brad McQuaid's original vision for Visionary Round, or for Pantheon, was that the female models, he could show them to his daughter and not be embarrassed. And it's like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but my question to that would be, how do you dictate what players are gonna wear? Like,
well, yeah, that's a good point.
Because if you can somewhat limit if you're gonna have any sort of customizable body, you're gonna have players who want to tweak that slider one way or the other.
Sure.
So the only way to accomplish what he was suggesting would be to put a limiter in place for how big you can make the boobs, which may or may not be realistic.
Yeah, and I'm okay with there being a limitation, because once again, if you don't put limitations, people make these monsters.
Sure.
And then, that really does kind of make the world seem silly, when there's somebody running around with a forehead, and it's not racial, it's just like a human, and their forehead's 10 feet high and stuff, and their face is all smushed down into their neck, and they got a 20-inch neck, and, it's just, it gets a little absurd. So I'm okay with limiters, because you don't want to hurt the artistic value of your game, I guess. But I do think that you should be allowed to have big boobs. Why not? Like, I don't get it. They design the armor, so they decide how tasteful it is, in my opinion, right?
Yeah, I mean, the other option is to just do what, say, Star Wars: Old Republic did, which is you just give people 3 body types, and that's it. And they can adjust all the facials and hairs and tattoos and eyes and everything, but it's 3 body types. You get slim.
What game are you referring to? I'm sorry.
Star Wars: Old Republic. You get thin, normal, and fat, and then you can adjust. You can adjust All the other things you can adjust with millions of sliders. You just can't adjust body, size, and type outside of those 3 archetypes.
Yeah, and my chat's agreeing with you on that big time. I do too.
It's also
Simple.
from a developer standpoint, it's way easier to do it that way because you don't have to deal with the customizable armor that fits to the different body types that players are going to use when they start doing the sliders and making bigger butt proportions or smaller boob proportions, or my shoulders are wider than your shoulders, and now my armor. How do you make it so that the armor is? It's not that it's difficult. It's just man hours to take like the UMA system from the Unity store and adapt that so that you have these adaptive armor sets that fit to any body type, but you're still going to have clipping issues, and the easiest way to eliminate all of that is you just use predefined body sizes.
Yep.
If I had to do it all over again, because what I was doing with Saga of Leucemia was, and you can see it in the current open beta that's going on with Embers of Drift right now, they've got sliders for everything, and that's all well and good, but if I had to do it all over again, I would totally go the Star Wars Old Republic route and just give body types, and that's it.
Yeah.
Because it was way too many man hours were spent trying to get the armor to work the way we wanted it to work, with people making all sorts of craziness, and then we ended up just limiting the sliders because people were doing stupid shit with the sliders.
That was the one thing I've messed with UMA. That was a nice thing about UMA, though. You didn't have to worry about a lot of that.
No, it's relatively straightforward, which is why this is one of those things when people start to talk to me about, oh, indie teams can't do this or that because it's all this man hour. I'm like, no, it's not. There's so many out of the box things you can get for the Unreal and Unity engine. The only thing with UMA models is they suck, so you have to make your own character models, but you can do that to work with the UMA system.
Once you've gotten to a point though where you've customized so much and you have coding languages tied to so much stuff, doesn't it make it a giant pain to use those out of box, or how does that work?
I'm not a programmer. I can tell you from a project management point of view, which Xenix probably has more hands-on programming experience with it than I would, but my understanding of things is that yes and no. It depends on how much you're relying on custom coding for everything and how much you're using the out-of-the-box solutions to just kit bash essentially and adapt to your own usage.
What do you think about it, Xenix? Sound
Well,
about
with a lot of that, like UMA for instance, as long as you didn't stray too far from the base, you could do quite a bit with it. But also when you start looking at stuff out of box like that, sometimes support for it just kind of disappears.
Oh yeah, especially if it's an older one. It's like, where are the guys at who built it? Who knows? And is it open source? Because if it's not, you're kind of screwed.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I've noticed even with the UMA, I've noticed that a lot of assets for that don't exist anymore.
Nope.
People have stopped working with it.
There was actually a guy, I don't know if he's still around, because Pantheon was using him at one point in time, and so were we. We were using the same guy to do because he was the only one making armor sets for UMA. And
Okay.
I know Pantheon had hired him as a contractor, whereas we were just buying stuff off of his store. I have no idea if they're still using him or his system.
What's his name?
I would have to go look it up now.
Okay.
He had the only armor sets for UMA on the Unity store.
Wasn't it?
What?
Will be.
Will be. That's him. Will be. That's exactly who it was.
That guy's got his fingers in a lot of things, actually.
And I don't know if he's still around, if that's the guy you're referring to that's no longer updating things. Like, that was the last time I touched anything, was like 3 years ago.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything from him in a while now.
Liza in chat saying, I would rather have more gear appearance customization than body customization, which I agree with that.
Yes, but now you're asking developers to put man hours into developing gear sets. Which
Yeah, no, they're
either
all
way,
down for that. Yeah,
either
they're
way,
down for
it's
that. That's been their concern and why they had to have a standardized skeletal structure or whatever the heck
yes.
it's called, because they wanted to make so much gear, but they didn't want to have to spend the man hours on fitting them all. And that's why I'm excited about them getting models and them saying that every 3 weeks they'll have a new model. A playable race completed is pretty exciting too. Because next up is Dark Mirror, and that's like one of their more interesting races, you know? Like, a little bit more not in other games kind of thing. That and the Scar. They're gnomes. They did their gnomes so weird that technically that is not in any other game either. I'm hoping that dwarves don't have to be blue. I'm going to be honest with you. What do you think about that, Rimfill? I don't like the blue dwarf. I want to be a more regular toned dwarf.
You don't want to run around with blue balls?
It's not fun. I've done it before.
I think it's okay to try to put your own unique spin on things. It's
Sure.
Everybody's gonna have different opinions. I mean, essentially, what we did when I created the lore for Saga Leucemia, I took dwarves
Snap, guys. I
and
didn't expect both groups to go.
I just made them rock elementals, which threw a lot of people off because like, wait, this isn't a traditional dwarf. I need traditional dwarves. And I think that's the same thing with blue. It's going to be a hard pill for some people to swallow because they're going to have a hard time wrapping their head around a blue dwarf.
Yeah. It is the beauty of making your own IP, though. You
Yep.
can do whatever you want, you know? As opposed to if Lord of the Rings had their dwarves be all blue.
Well, technically, via Rings of Power, they might be blue.
You never know.
Rats.
Chris had to lay down with the kittens behind us because one of them woke up and started hissing at his brother like he didn't recognize him, so I think it's the anesthesia is messing with him. All sorts of confused, Twitter-pated this morning. I think I would be too if I got my nuts chopped off. No!
Oh, that got me.
That's gonna be a... let's see if I can get you up. It's not gonna happen. I'm getting interrupted. Let's see. Oh! Maybe. We're gonna lose the next though. Oh, there I
What
went.
did you do there?
Yep.
Yeah, that one had the chief in it. That pool.
That was the chief.
I would be okay with standard body types in a game as long as they did the standard customization, like hair, face, eyes, and such.
Yep. That's why I'm always fine with the Star Wars Old Republic version because I go in, even Lord of the Rings Online has a standard body size, but all the other stuff you can customize. And I haven't played retail WoW, so I don't know about that one, but I know at least with Classic you get one body type, and that's it. And there's not actually a lot of variation, at least for the dwarves. You only get like 5 hairstyles, 5 faces, and that's
They
it.
totally revamped retails.
Okay.
Now, my memory's a little fuzzy, but the customization is way better, and I do know that. I don't remember, but it feels like my memories tell me that they did have body types in retail now, but I'm not 100% on that.
it out. I need
Totally
to
different though.
start winding down here, by the way, Nathan. So
Okay.
I don't know if we
All right.
want to keep going back in. We could totally work our way, keep killing for another 15 minutes or so, but I'll have to call it at 4.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. We can just maybe kill towards the entrance here. I guess I'm gonna go download the old Embers installer. I'm gonna stream that tonight.
Be interested to see your take on things.
It'll be interesting to see if they even allow me to have a take on things.
Oh, my brother and I went and tried, and no, they've full on, they've locked all of our known emails out. We are not allowed to, which makes me laugh that we're not allowed to even make an account with. But you know, I'm sure if I went out there and created a, who knows if they've blocked my IP address. Although theoretically I've moved, they might not still have blocked me. But we tried all of our known email addresses, and they've blocked us from creating accounts to, so we can't even play it.
Wow.
It's been a while. I tried it quite a few months ago.
Uh-huh.
I don't.
What-
I'm hoping a lot has changed since last time I tried it.
What was the general feel for it, or what'd you think?
I don't know. There was a lot of technical issues that I was having.
Yeah.
It, just,
Didn't run good.
it didn't run. It didn't run good. Just at that point, it wasn't fun to me. There was nothing there to catch my interest.
Well, I can say this. The number one complaint I'm seeing across the board from everybody on their forums is if you have anything less than a 2000 series card, it's melting your computer and you can't get more than single frames. And anybody who's got a 3000 series card can play it fairly well, but the fans are like going off the chart.
I'm afraid it's gonna break my freaking computer.
And it's
So
literally
badly
because
optimized.
I can say this, they have zero optimization. They say that they've done some, but they don't have a graphics programmer or a graphics engineer on their team, so they don't have anybody that can come in and actually optimize the stuff that needs to be optimized. And the people that are working there have done what they can, but there's only so much that they can do without having a professional come in and literally write custom shaders and do all the things that need to be done to optimize. So,
Okay, it's a great.
but at least they have NPCs now.
Yeah, that's an improvement.
I think the other thing I was hearing, I watched Redbeard stream it for a little while today, but even the first thing he had to do for like the first 20 minutes was he just had to keep adjusting the settings lower and lower and lower and lower, and there was not even any people on the screen with him. It was just him and one other person. And that's not a good sign for a game that's, like
Oh, what's that?
apparently 2 months from launching.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, what game would melt my 1080? We're talking about Embers Adrift, which it has an open beta. I'm going to be streaming it tonight here on the channel. I've made a video and talked about it a lot on the channel. It's a game that is claiming to come out this year, and it's just going to be a real mess if they follow through with it. But I'm going to stream it tonight, see, just see what's up. See how many people are playing, see if it runs at all, even on because I got a pretty darn nice setup. See if it even runs, see what's going on, and
I would be super interested for you to do a who all and see how many people are actively
Sure.
online on a Saturday night for an open beta weekend
yep, I'll be trying that.
for a game
sure.
that's only 2 months out, because I think they're planning on launching mid-October is the plan.
Well, there'll be some good material just in time for Cringe Pony to return.
I don't know. Like I said, I've Zinix is being very diplomatic, which I appreciate. There's from what I understand, I went through the forums this morning because I totally was gonna say, hey, it's open weekend. I'll go try it out. And then my brother and I found out that they've literally blocked all of our emails from creating accounts. So I was just like, all right, fair enough. If you guys want to. That's the way you're gonna be. That's the way you're gonna be. So I just went browsing through the forums and just saw lots of people complaining that there's nothing to do. You don't get XP from doing quests. And a lot of people complaining about that.
So about that, I just want to say, like, the adult way to handle situations, right? Without getting into specifics of, stuff that we can't talk about. But the adult way to do that would be like, hey, you know, you're no longer on our team. However, we hope we can remain a open, you know, relationship, and you know, let us know. We'll get you keys so you can get in and play. You know, like, not ban and like.
Oh,
oh,
the day they made their
children?
announcements, they booted us from the Discord. They banned us from the website. They made all their press statements, despite the fact that there's never been a judgment rendered down from the state of Texas regarding our actual ownership of the company. So technically, we still own 25% of Stormhaven Studios, even though they refuse to acknowledge that or admit it. They just went out and made a bunch of press statements and said all these things, and people who don't know any better went, "Oh, that must be true," and it's like, no, well, that's what the courts are for. And the same day that they did all that, it was literally, yeah, we're banning you from the Discord, we're banning you from the forums, we're booting you off all these places. And then their same press statement was like, "We wish Joey and Tim the best of luck with all their new ventures."
Already done. Hang on, let me check. I am running out of mana for some reason. No, I do have a drink.
You might be out of drink.
That's what I thought. I do have some. It's crappy, but
But I did see, I think the biggest issue that a lot of people are running into, apart from the performance, is that there doesn't appear to be anything to do because the zones are just huge, wide open, empty spaces because they can't lock down performance. And so they've only got very tightly controlled mob density in like some specific areas that are like around ruins and stuff. So you'll go run around the zone and you won't find anything to do for huge swaths of the zone. And then when you do find a mob area with density, it's over camped because that's where everyone's going. And I think something I read today was someone was saying all the dungeons look the same at this point, which is to be expected because it's a small team and they don't have a huge art department. So, you know, it's like I think 3 people, if not 2 people, were making all the dungeons and zones. So, you know, it's I mean, I think we've talked about this before. If they would just say that it's early access and push it for another 2 years, I think they'd be fine. But
yeah,
their financial situation appears to be such that they need to launch.
what a mess, dude.
Yep. Like I said, I wish them nothing but the best because if they make money, I make money.
Well, at least we know that you're not the type to be like, hey, it's gonna be great, and defending it at every turn just to try to get a few more bucks squeezed out of people. You know what I'm saying? Because that would be in your benefit.
Totally would be in my benefit. It would also, yeah, I mean, sure.
I mean, that's arguable. That's debatable. 'Cause, you know, but you know what I'm saying. Like short term, that'd be in your benefit.
I think that the funnest stuff for me is having investors come to us with all of these things that have been said, and then they're like, what is going on? And I'm like, you ask them. That's not a me thing anymore.
That was all their decisions.
Yep.
I just can't imagine the fact of taking features out of a game and trying to launch it quicker. That's what's weird to me. What Discord are you guys in? Who's asking?
I don't think it has an in-game cash shop yet. They claim that they're going to be a subscription-based game, but I mean, if they've only got 100 people that are playing it, that's going to be hard to survive off of.
Sure.
Subscription based, your game has to be good in order to survive on a subscription based.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And not only that, but like I would love, I don't know Redbeard enough, but I would like to have him on the upcoming show, Nathan. 'Cause
Yeah, we can get him
he-
on. He's a really great guy.
he said
I've
some
worked with
things
him
this
before.
morning that I really wanted to talk. I would love to have this conversation with him because he was making a commentary about how, which is I see a lot of people making this like kind of people criticize New World because they're like it lost 90% of its player base because it was a shit game. That's not actually true. The
Right.
normal average game these days loses 90% of its player base within the first 3 months just because there's so much shit to play. People don't stick with any one game anymore. That's just normal retention.
Yeah.
Um, and if you look at a game like, say, Embers that wants to charge a subscription on top of a $50 box price, knowing that there's going to be a 90 to 95% player loss rate or burn rate, within the first 3 months, they're going to have to sell, a lot. They're going to have to
Oh,
sell
yeah.
hundreds of thousands of copies to be able to even get to the point where they're going to have enough people paying monthly subscriptions to keep a team of just 10 people afloat. Especially when you have people on the team that are drawing $100,000 salaries. I mean, that's just, it's.
Yeah. No, I'm getting asked to have an in-game cash shop. No, not this time. However, I mean, we'll see how long that lasts. Because, I mean, they're just backed against a wall, obviously. Nobody would even make the decision and continue the talk of releasing this year with so many people who've tried your game telling you, dear mother of God, no, it's not ready, etc.
There are people that
unless
are
they-
enjoying it. I mean, to be fair, there are quite a few people, but it's kind of like the population base of P99. It's a very small group of people who are actually, praising the experience
Well,
based
I
on
would
what
say it's
I've
smaller
seen.
than that, right? P99
Oh, yeah,
isn't
yeah.
too
No,
bad.
no,
It's
it's-
about 1,000 people.
I think it's
Maybe
smaller
more.
than P99 based upon what I can
Yeah.
see. They've all the screenshots they've showed from their previous alpha and beta builds. I think the most they've talked about is 80 people online at one point in time. And that was during the previous sessions where you had to pay to be a member. So if they get double that for this weekend, or even triple that, let's say they get 300 people that come play this weekend, that's a good number, but that is not massively multiplayer territory. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. I'm bringing him in, by the way.
Okay.
Just pop him into our stream, even though we're don't got much longer. Hey, can you hear us now, man? Black Mirror, can you hear us? Well, I got him in here.
Yeah, what's up, bud?
Hey, what's up, man? Medal of Honor. We've been talking about Embers Adrift was a game we were talking about, which I'm gonna stream it tonight, guys. I've got Dark Age Camelot stream after this, and then I'm gonna hop on old Embers Adrift. I'll get it installed after we're done with the EverQuest 2. Make sure it quote unquote runs.
yeah, out of curiosity, it looks like Redbeard's still streaming it. So it's an open beta, free weekend, and there's only 2 people on Twitch streaming the game right now. Redbeard with 35 viewers and somebody else with 1 viewer. And you would think for an open beta game that's free would have, hundreds of people wanting to play it and stream it. Last night they had about, I think, 8 or 10 people streaming.
Got the order.
But yeah, I think it's the servers are up until tomorrow night. I think for those of you who want to go try it, it's totally free.
Unless it breaks your graphics card.
They're probably not going to give you any sort of refund if it does. They're not going to cover that with warranty.
Nope. That's in the terms of service. They're not responsible.
They really believe that their brand new game that's being coded is going to break people's computers with graphics.
Yeah, if it's not optimized, it will. If the 3000 series fans are going completely 200% speed because it's unoptimized, it could absolutely break somebody's
Melt
graphics
your
card.
card.
Yeah.
No, I just meant that they really think that their brand new game is going to be doing that.
No, that's just the reality of where it is right now. It's an open
Yeah.
beta, and it's just go look at their
That
forums.
bad.
Like some of the most prominent threads as of this morning when I was on at 6:30 were people talking about how just sitting on the character creation screen, their fans were going into overdrive.
Wow.
There was dance in the super chat. Did you guys go?
It's crazy.
I'm in the same boat, Mujin. It did not impress me. And I know that offends some people, but it's just it felt like we have to push something out to keep our pledge people happy. Otherwise, they're gonna run away and complain. So hurry up, let's push something out. And it felt like a filler episode on TV. I think that's the way I said it last night. Not that filler episodes are bad, but they aren't pushing the
Yeah,
main
if it's
story
too bad
forward.
I can't run it, or I start hearing my fan go ballistic or whatever, I'll just log out and I'll stream WoW Classic tonight.
What is that? Oh yeah. No. There we go.
I have a feeling though, whatever happens when I play it, it's going to be an epic stream tonight. That's what I think is going to happen.
What time do you switch over to Dark Age Camelot, Nathan?
I've checked my schedule, but it's only in like I think it's in like an hour.
Okay.
After 4, at 5, I think. And then I'll probably play it for a couple of hours, and then so about 7, 8 p.m. our time, I should be on.
All right, I'll have to try to pay attention
Around
because
that
I know
time.
I got Minecraft with my nephew tonight around 7:30. So
It'll be up for demand too,
okay.
if you miss it live.
Well, I'm really interested to see what the performance is like on your card, and then how many people are actually online on a Saturday night, which is a peak night.
Oh, if you want company on Embers tonight, my client's up to date. I'll join you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's do it. We'll go in together then. It'll be even more fun.
What type of game is it?
It's trying to be an old school type, like tabletop. So like think.
It's trying to
Pantheon
be
except
EverQuest
for-
clone. It's an EverQuest
Yeah,
clone.
an EverQuest clone. There you go. That's the easiest way to say it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. How does the game actually look?
It looks okay.
Looks all right. I mean,
Um,
if you look at Try to the Avatar, it looks like that with a different art style.
There you go. It looks okay. It actually. I mean, I don't have a problem with the graphics at all. I think it looks. I think it's definitely like good enough, you know, like. But then again, I've only seen videos. I'll find out tonight. But like, I don't think graphics is their problem. Maybe a lack of, you know, obviously it's not really. That's why I'm not a big fan. It's just not in a state ready. So I think there's issues with mob types. It's mostly, you know, regular animals.
I've also got a newer video card than what I had last time I tried it, so I'm curious.
I just want everybody to know I'm going in expecting like the Kmart version of I can't even think of a game to compare it to.
It's the Wish version of EQ.
Yeah, I'm going in with very low expectations.
You might find yourself pleasantly surprised.
I might actually have some fun.
Yeah.
I hope I do, actually. But I don't think I will.
I think the hardest challenge for them is that they're trying to launch with I think like 6 zones and 2 dungeons with 1 city, and that's it.
With a subscription and
With
a
a
box
subscription
price.
and a box price, trying to think that that's I mean, people are going to burn through that content in 2 weeks, if that.
And then they'll be flipping tables, not talking to them.
I mean, I always look at like New World. I mean, they launched with tons of content, and because of the natural cycle, people were gone in a few months.
Yeah, there was a little bit more to it than natural cycle. They had a lot of issues with that game.
Every game that comes out, people can say the same thing about them, though. It's always.
Yeah, they always do. It's because every game does. I mean, nothing comes out perfect.
Yeah.
There's always
I
going to be
expect a
bugs
rocket
and
launch,
problems,
yeah.
but there was a good bit of stuff. I mean, it's the same way like people can make the argument here on EQ about the PvP server. I mean, there was things that was broken in beta testing, and after 4 months into the game, they still hadn't fixed it. So that drove a lot of people away from the game also. So I mean,
Yeah.
you know, everything's going to have bugs. It's just how professional are you going to be about it to get it fixed?
Good point, yeah.
And, you know, when you're 4 months in and you haven't fixed stuff that was broken in 2 months of beta, by that point we know you don't give 2 shits about it. So I think that's some of that was what happened with the other game too.
Congrats on
But
that,
you are
Nathan.
So,
you are
Yeah,
right.
congrats, Nathan.
oh yeah.
People just cycle out too.
Yeah. So Eliza in my chat, there you go. I think she put words that I was trying to figure out how to say. A Dollar Tree version of EverQuest. That's what I'm expecting. Like if you tried to buy EverQuest back when it was new at Dollar Tree, that's what I'm expecting. But you know, I'm going to give it a fair shake though. I'm going in with low expectations, and we'll see.
I mean, the other bad thing you have going on right now is people have, for the most part, they've got an attention span that's about 3 seconds long.
Very true. That comes in. That's something in content creation you have to think of all the time. It's like that attention span is real short.
Oh.
You gotta grab them quick.
Oh, I got line of sight issues somewhere.
And I'm not saying I'm not like that either. I also, when I'm like browsing YouTube or whatever, I only give it a few seconds to make me feel like I should stay or not.
Yep, I'm definitely the same way. Like, you know, with being a comic artist, I have to check out a lot of online sellers and stuff like that, or retailers and things I might want to work with. And dude, I can't even stay there long enough for those whole like 20-30 second countdowns for the video starts.
Yep.
Like, nope, I'm gone. But yeah, we're definitely all guilty of it.
Do we need to head back for your info?
I'm
I need
close to
get ready
38, so
myself.
I'm just holding
Okay,
on
let's go
until I
ahead and
get
get
the
it then.
ding. Yeah.
Stuff dropping.
And you don't have to worry about heading back. I'll just port out, or we can evac out, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys are staying or not.
I'm not. I've gotta get ready for the Dark Age stream now, and start that download.
We got a few more minutes live. For those of you who might be able to contribute, don't forget I am fully supported by the community. Thanks to those of you who have helped me do
Well,
4
then
months
we
full
can head.
time.
It's not gonna be too
Do
long. We
super
can go back to
chats
where
and
we
stickers
wiped at.
down there. You can also do a
Just back this
membership
way.
for $2.99
Alright.
a month. So thanks to those of you who can contribute.
We might be
It's
able pull it
awesome
off
to
now.
support if you can. I'm not quite as big as Disney Plus, but I do try to produce good content frequently. But I am winding down here. As soon as I get my ding, I'll be heading out. Got to do kitty stuff with Chris, and then I got to prep for a Minecraft session with my nephew and my brother tonight, because we haven't played in about 3 weeks because they've been busy with rodeo. I always forget to mention live stream antics if you prefer.
Rats.
Yeah, congrats.
Yeah. Might as well go to the end of the room here, and then I can give us a port out of here. I'm assuming we can just stay in the Enchanted Lands, come back here next week.
I think so. I love their death animation. They puke out the eyeball. By the way. So cool.
We want to try the chief again real quick. He's 2 rooms away.
Yeah, I might as well. That's fine.
Just a little more, Ramfell. Just a little more.
Really, mostly it was just I need to take a shower and wake my ass up and help Chris. I think she ducked out with the other cat, so I think I have actually a couple minutes of reprieve. She hasn't poked her head in yet, screaming for help, so. She's a trooper. Like, she did all of the vet stuff this morning by herself while I was streaming, so.
Everything went smooth though at the vet.
Oh yeah, they're doing a campaign right now, so we were able to get all 3 of them in for a discounted price, and but they did it all. It was literally like the vet that we use normally, she keeps them overnight, but this was a campaign, so it's literally everybody's bringing their pets in on the same day, and it's literally they put it to sleep, snip the nuts, give you the animal back. It's completely still passed out, and you just take it home. So Chris was there and back in 45 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
And also shout out to everybody who supported via the GoFundMe, because that literally the GoFundMe paid for all of that and all their post-operation medications and everything else. So
The internet saved the kitties again.
yes, and that GoFundMe
Great
is
job.
still going on for anybody who wants to contribute. But we've covered them, got the lumber for the shelter, and as soon as it stops raining, I'm gonna start building that bastard. It's supposed to be this week, but it's been pouring down rain every night, so it's a muddy mess out back, and I can't go build anything. But yes, both of the times we've asked for people to help out with the cats, they've come through in big ways. So thanks to everybody. Next up are the 2 females, but we gotta wait till the end of October to get them spayed. The vet wouldn't do it yet 'cause she said they're too young.
This way.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Add in the back.
He's on the group. I see him now. The chef. Let's pull this group on the right first. Both groups, I mean.
Oh, and we got them all.
Well, we're screwed. Alright, hang on. Let me get this up. Don't have any of my AoEs active yet. There we go. The chef, there we go. Wow, great job, guys. Dang. Epic. Epic!
All right, incoming portal.
Alright.
I will catch you guys later. Some of you tonight, maybe. Some of you tomorrow morning for Warcraft, and if not, tomorrow night for 5th edition tabletop fun.
Yeah, dude. Well, thanks, everybody.
Yeah, thanks
All right,
everybody
later,
hanging out
guys.
with us tonight.
Yeah, thanks, man. Alright, see you, Zenix.
See you guys. Have fun. See you, Zenix. Bye, Nathan.
Bye.